Okay, Marissa.
We good? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Veronica just said it was embarrassing today. What word would you use to describe or would you agree with her assessment?
I just give Connecticut credit. They played really
Yeah.
hard today. They played with a lot of energy, and we just had zero. It just wasn't our night. We were missing free throws, layups. That's kind of, to me, out of character. And so when I see that happen, I kind of understand it wasn't our night. And then you kind of got to say hats off to Connecticut. They played really well.
She and Ailey just kind of said this is a game kind of scrap. What do you is there anything you can take from this game or positive or anything you can use going forward?
Yeah, I got to do a better job. I told them I put this on myself. I have to do a better job of navigating this type of West Coast to East Coast trip.
Yeah.
How can I be better? How can I teach you guys how to manage waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning and what does that day look like? I just kind of gave them the day to recover, but maybe they need more instruction. So I put it on myself because I've been through it already. Yeah.
How much of what we saw today do you think is due to that turnaround and everything?
Yeah, I think that had a part of it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the sun, because we just stayed in our rooms, and so I think that was tough to manage when you kind of just don't see the daylight. Like I said, that's on me. I should have probably got them out, maybe quick fresh air, something like that, and maybe that would have generated a little bit more energy.
24 turnovers. It's been a little of an issue at times this year, but this is the worst it's been.
Yeah.
How do you kind of see that situation evolving for you guys and just kind of controlling the ball a little bit better?
Yeah, they just played harder than us, and so with that, things were just not clicking. We weren't connected again because our energy level, our organization, our minds just weren't connecting with our body, and so I think you see turnovers when that happens.
Yeah. I think you said earlier this year, playing at home or road doesn't matter. You guys are 3-9 on the road now. Is there anything you can just kind of learn from that to play it on the road, or what do you kind of take away from that being director of that?
Yeah, again, just putting it back on me. I have to just do a better job of organizing this day in between and maybe giving them more direction on how this day works out rather than just saying, hey, you guys can rest and recover on your own. So I'm learning them, they're learning me, and what I've learned too is I think more instructions is better for them. Yeah.
You've got 3 more games coming up this week. How do you just keep the ball rolling and, maybe just put this in the back of your mind and keep going?
Yeah, I've already talked about Atlanta already, so we're already navigating our minds in terms of what we're going to do tomorrow. We'll probably already do the scouting part right away, a little bit earlier, and so I think that will flip their mind right away. Again, they understand, it just wasn't their night. We had wide open shots and just wasn't going in. Missed our free throws, just wasn't going in. So with this, I also told them it's a great challenge for you guys. Just pretend, this could be just a really tough stretch for us. Say we're going to do this stretch again in the future. How can we mentally get better? What does your eating habits look like? What is your recovery? Are you guys drinking enough water? To me, they looked really dehydrated out there. So just all these little things, I just kind of want to make sure we're tuning in on.
Yeah, and I feel like, it's mostly talked about East Coast to West Coast trips. Do you see that same challenge coming West Coast to East Coast and then, staying here for the better part of a week?
Well, I only go West Coast to East Coast, so I don't know what it's like to go.
Sorry. Do you think maybe it should be talked about more, the challenges of going from the West Coast to the East Coast for an East Coast
trip? I think the times, it would have been nice if we would have played at 7. I think that would make a lot of sense, and I think the product makes more sense for everyone. I think the time should be a little bit more concerned when you go from West Coast to East Coast. Yeah, that's a great catch. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
See you in Atlanta.
See you in Atlanta.